22 October, the Syrian Democratic Forces (SDF) announced that it had won control of the al-Omar oil field, one of Syria's largest oil fields on the eastern bank of the Euphrates River. With help from the Air Force and Special Forces from the United States-led anti-terrorist coalition, SDF fought with the Islamic State (ISIS) in the al-Omar area bordering Iraq. Kurdish militia and Arabs focused their attacks on the eastern territories of the Euphrates River and won huge victories in the battlefield. Meanwhile, government troops and allied troops under the aegis of the Russian Air Force are continuing their offensive against the West Bank on the west coast of the Euphrates. The US-led coalition and Russian forces in Syria hold meetings to prevent clashes between Syrian government forces and Democrats. The announcement was lifted shortly after hours of publication. Thus, the SDF's capture of al-Omar is a misleading information. The SDF wants to use this fake information to deter the Syrian army's advance at the eastern bank of the Euphrates River. Remarkable. Observers, the SDF tossing fake news also aimed at a darker purpose. Some members of the SDF joined the terrorist force trying to hide their identity. With the Syrian military strength, US-backed forces need more time to negotiate with ISIS and change their status from ISIS to Syrian Democrat. The al-Omar oil field is about 10 kilometers (6.21 miles) north of the city of Ma'adin. Shortly after the capture of Ma'adin, the government troops immediately crossed the Euphrates River to attack al-Omar. Is the real owner of al-Omar? On October 20, Syrian military sources said that government forces had attacked al-Omar district, the richest resource area in the Deir ez-Zor province. Syrian troops arrived in the outskirts of al-Omar shortly after crossing the Euphrates River near the city of Ma'adin. Syrian military reports at the Deir ez-Zor say Syrian forces have won strategic positions that can control firepower at al-Omar. This created pressure for ISIS to retreat from this strategic oil field. Although Syria's defense ministry has yet to confirm the information, al-Omar's situation is clearly inevitable because, after the liberation of Ma'adin, the Tigers had prepared their spirits as well as their forces to cross the Euphrates, attacking al-Omar. Not only that, after wiping out ISIS in central Syria, 2 major brigades from the 4th Armored Division of the Syrian Arab Army (SAA) were deployed to the Deir ez-Zor province. Specifically, Brigades 39 and 40 received orders from the Syrian Supreme Command, moving from rural East Hama to Deir ez-Zor, where they would fight to counter the IS terrorist forces. With the addition of Brigades of 39 and 40 to the battlefield of Deir ez-Zor, the government will release al-Omar next week because the Syrian army is overwhelmed and armed to attack IS.